we are already at the early stages, if not in World War III.
World War III is around the corner. Europe needs to prepare for war.
Iran sees this not as a skirmish, but as a belligerent act of war.
This is a situation that could lead to World War III.
Hi guys, sorry for the scare, okay? Our intention was not to make you feel hopeless, but to show that a lot of things can happen at any time. A lot of things can happen and you have to be prepared for when the system that is set up for you to live comfortably fails.
The doomsday may or may not happen. But anyways, we always have to be prepared because things can happen anytime. So we're just gonna show you guys some basic survival skills. We're gonna try them ourselves, like we're gonna try filtering the water and making fire.
No, I think we're gonna try melting the water. Because it's
wait, what
snowy
did I
outside.
say?
We don't have a filter.
Wait, not yet. It was... Oh, well, I'm gonna try filter the water at home. No. Okay, we're gonna show you like how to melt water. Snow. That's quite easy, simple.
We are out here and we're gonna be making a fire. Now, it would be really nice if you have these things at home. Like, you can make fire pretty easily, but you need something to help you start it. Because as much as I would like to sit there and be like a caveman rubbing two sticks together, it's probably not gonna work. You need skill for that. So we're gonna be making it the good old-fashioned way. But the thing that we are testing out, what are we gonna be using the fire for? In this wonderful can of beans.
Not sponsored by Remy.
We're gonna be boiling some snow on the fire that we make. And we're gonna try and drink it.
What is the taste?
So we have cleared a place from the snow. Now the ground is still cold. It is gonna make it more difficult. There's still ice there. But what we have here is a set of matches. These cubes are infused with alcohol or something like it. They light up really easily and they're gonna help you light everything up, okay? It's gonna be a big help. These are what we're using instead of wood because we don't actually have wood and it's kind of illegal to go get some in the forest, but you know, when she goes down, like, go to the forest, get it, who's gonna stop you?
Exactly.
But now,
then no rules exist when there is war.
Yeah, FYI, if you do go to the forest, you might have to split the wood with an axe and get to the core that is kind of more dry, especially if it's winter and if it's wet outside. My butt is freezing off, Loki.
Because you're sitting in the snow!
I am sitting in the snow!
Baby, no!
We are lighting it up. Now, we're gonna make a house. We're gonna get some carton, stuff it in there. Let's stuff this in there with the
alcohol.
And we're gonna see how fast it lights up. Boom! The alcohol thing lit up so fast. I hope it really lights up because otherwise
No,
this
it
is
looks
gonna be kind
good.
of embarrassing.
This is fine.
You know, technically it should start burning. So after we're done, we should go gather some snow.
Wow, where we can find that?
Can you help me find snow? Try to find something that has been freshly snowed, yes. I can already see that on this snow there are parts where there's literal like dust particles, you know, but
There's
you can
black.
take the top. And what we're gonna do so that the like snow is better to drink, we're gonna boil it, okay, straight from the ground, so it shouldn't be that bad. And let's hope a cat hasn't peed in this.
It's not yellow, so it will be fine.
Yeah, it's as far as I can see, it's not yellow.
Do you need gloves?
Yes. Now we can wait for the
Like you barely can see the Remy. Oh, no Remy. Still not boiling.
But it is making like fumes, so that's good. Funny if it steams it all out and doesn't. It's not gonna be very clean, but like a little bit of dirt won't kill you, you know, I hope. If anything, there's first world medicine available to us, and it's not as expensive as the USA, so you know, we'll live. It would be funny if we get on the news, 2 Latvian girls tried to boil snow and got in the hospital. Here's what you should.
Look, the wind is... Oh, it's boiling! It's starting to boil! The wind can be either your friend or your enemy.
Bubbles are coming, guys! The bubbles are coming!
My mom's like, 25, she's excited to give birth to me. Like, a child. We're like excited about the bubbles. Yeah! We're not giving a birth to a child, but this is still cool.
There's so little! There's
Drink.
particles going around it. Oh yeah, there's particles in it. This is probably so unhealthy, but okay, here goes nothing.
Oh! What is the taste? Is it that bad? How does it taste like?
You can try it.
Oh yeah, you can see the dirt.
You have to filter it anyways.
Yeah, is it very hot? Can I like...
No, it's not that hot.
The
Getting cold.
steam. It tastes like...
Beans.
It's
It
just
tastes
water.
like beans.
Well, if you're gonna get diarrhea, I hope it was worth it. So.
Nah, it's not that good, no.
There's like actually a lot of particles.
Yeah.
Alright, what do we do with this then?
Air might actually be a topic because, well, gas.
No, like, actually no, air, it's quite important, and when it becomes like toxic, you need a special gas masks, and you have to put the activated charcoal because it's like very overpowered, I would say, activated charcoal.
Really? It fixes your stomach, it fixes your water,
It's like a universal thing. It does everything for you.
How do you activate your charcoal?
You know, I asked this question to my dad because I read it on internet. Okay, you have the charcoal, you burn it, the wood, right? You have the charcoal. And I'm like, okay, so how do you like activate it? Like, and it says just burn it more. And my dad said, okay, you also need to like make it like a little bit more powdery. And then you can like suppress it and make like tablets and everything else. And then you have activated charcoal, which is much better than regular charcoal. Also, a lot of depends what wood you're burning because like the wood's quality and what kind of wood, it makes a different kind of charcoal. But just stick with the regular trees and you'll be fine. So
Damn.
when you said, oh, we should like do the survival guide, it's like, wow, that's actually like really cool idea, because whenever I thought, what if I happen in this situation, like everything is gone, you know, and I'm in forest suddenly. And that's where I stopped thinking, because I'm like, I don't know how to survive. And then I'm like, okay, so from all of us three, you and Magda, I would be the one that would not like last long.
Oh, okay. So first of all, we're not really explaining on how to survive in the wilderness, in the forest. That actually could be another topic, but we're talking like about, okay, so your house runs on electricity, and in my house, for example, water runs on electricity. So if electricity goes down, we don't have water because the pump that goes from the ground, like we have a pump amongst like 3 houses between our neighbors, it stops working. Okay, so if electricity goes down, we don't have really heat because our how do you call it? The system that heats the house stops working, even though we use kind of wood. We use wood, but the system stops working. It runs with electricity. The system for water stops working. Electricity is not working itself. The only thing we have left is gas for the oven, and at some point that's gonna run out too, right? And also you can't really use it to heat the place up. Like you can use it to boil some water at first, of course, but it lasts a couple of months. You can't use it to heat the place up because the fumes are kind of toxic. Like I heard when when heat went out in some apartments, people were using their gas stoves, like putting it all on and not ventilating, you know, because to keep the heat in. And then some of them died or got poisoning because they're burning gas inside their house and not letting the fumes out. So FYI, if you ever think, oh, well, I have a gas stove, I'm gonna get warm from that, at least ventilate or something. Like, no, don't do that. Because even if you have a fireplace, which we actually have, okay, we have a fireplace as well. Yeah. We just don't have a lot of wood prepared. You have to let it somehow come out, right? Because if you let the fumes come into your house, you're gonna die from carbon monoxide poisoning or whatever the hell it's called. I don't... Yeah, I think it's carbon monoxide. So what I'm trying to say is, electricity goes out, boom, we have nothing. I have to go get water from somewhere else. Like, I can't use the water that is usually running from my tap, which is really nice water, by the way. Shout out to the spring underneath my house. Fire.
Shout out to the spring under my house.
It's like the best water ever. everywhere I go, you know, there's like these white things on the coffee machines and on the
Calcium.
Yeah, but we have none. It's been 3 years and we have none, nowhere, because it's amazing water. But it runs out, so then I have to resort to snow. And to melt the snow, well, if I don't have gas or electricity, I have to build a fire, you know? So we're not saying we're gonna survive in the forest. We're saying you might actually have trouble surviving in your house if stuff goes down.
Yeah.
And if you're in an apartment, it's even worse. Like, guys, move out to houses. What are you doing in big cities?
Well, you have like the
Okay.
spring water, or what is it called, next to your house, right? The lake, you have something, right?
I
There
have
is
a
some
lake,
water.
a pond. I'm not gonna drink water from a pond.
A pond.
Running water is usually better if you know that it's like, if you have an option, you know, and you have a pond and then you have a spring, probably take the spring. It still might have definitely some things of like particles, you know, from the rocks, from the dirt. It will have some parasites, bacteria. It depends where it's coming from. It might have other animals drinking for it, and then that travels. So you definitely still have to filter it out. But I would say running water is kind of better because like the other stuff, while the particles go, they're also acting as a filter, like the rocks and everything. So usually there's a reason why we take like spring water, and sometimes it's even drinkable straight out of the spring, you know. In Sigulda, not far from my house, we have a spring that we know you can drink water from. Like, it's just there. It's just, you know,
Just coming out.
There's a tap made, but it's just
Unlimited.
pouring out. Yeah, unlimited, exactly. Literally unlimited spring water, and you can drink it. I've drank it, and you don't have to filter it because, you know, it's been tested to be good. If you have something like that, congratulations, you won. Like, you don't even need
You
to do
won
anything.
the lottery.
Yeah, but if you don't, or like there's a random spring that you don't know if it's drinkable, you don't know if people drink from it, then you kind of have to improvise, adapt, overcome. If it's winter, use snow. So anyways, this is like a lot of information at once. We're gonna summarize it. Here are all the ways you can get water and filter it, okay? As we said again, bottled water limited. Pipes can get frozen, electricity can stop, a lot of things can make water stop running, you know. So what do you do then?
Even in the big cities that a bunch of us are living, it's not that difficult to find the water, but the problem is how drinkable it is and how good it is. Okay, there goes the water. Don't lose the water.
Finding water is not the issue. Making it drinkable is. Of course, everywhere there's water. Even in big cities, you have like park ponds or something. You're not gonna drink from there though. Please don't. Like, not without filtering or something. And clear water also doesn't always mean that it is clean. So clear water, of course, it looks like there's no particles in there. There might be bacteria, there might be parasites, there might be something that makes it so that you drink it and then you go on the shit for a couple of days. And that's actually really bad. It's actually worse, because what happens when you like have stomach issues or diarrhea, or maybe even something that requires medical attention? Like, we are assuming we are in a situation where infrastructure has basically collapsed, you know? You're not gonna go to the hospital. Maybe the hospital doesn't exist anymore. Maybe there's a zombie apocalypse and the hospital is overrun. Point being, like, you don't know. So getting ill is so much worse than maybe staying without water for a day or two, okay? You will survive. We are being told that the person can survive 3 days without water. It can be more. I personally know people who do dry fasting and done it for 7 days or something, okay? You're gonna die from dehydration if you're gonna get diarrhea and then can't drink more water, or you get a stomach bug and then you, well, you know.
Better to be dehydrated, do some water fasting than drinking city water.
Yeah, because if you do get ill and there's no medical help and you don't have more clean water, you're cooked, okay? So if you're like, okay, in a day I can get clean water. Right now I can drink sketchy water. Please drink the clean water in a day, okay? Do not drink the sketchy water right exactly now. Okay, so we've established you can get water, but then you have to make it clean. Now, there's actually multiple ways to do that.
Yes. And this is so fun, finding the information how to filtrate water.
You know what also is good proof that you can survive without water? Magda. The other
Our
girl
dear
on this
friend.
channel, she does not drink water, man. I've never seen her drink. You can survive on cola and Monster energy drink.
That's for me, it's so insane. How does she not, does her mouth never get dry?
Yeah, I'm dry. I drank this entire, and I want to drink more.
Exactly. We're yapping and we're thirsty. That girl. Oh, when I was like reading the script, I was like, oh, I have like this business idea. I would call yourbestpal.com, and it would show people with their survival skills, and we would put Magda. Oh, this girl, she can live very long without drinking water, so you can take her on a desert island, and she will be like good companion. Bestcompanions.com. That is my business idea while I read the script.
Best companions, like if
.com.
you want to go somewhere, you are matched with a person
With
who's
survival skills. It shows the survival skills. That's why we will put
so
Magda.
if you want to go to North Korea, you will get an expert for it, for example, so that like you're a tourist, or you want to go to a jungle and explore
Yes,
it. So you get someone
exactly.
who's an expert. So it's basically like jobs or something, you know?
Yeah.
But for experts in survival.
Exactly. And Magda would be
actually
good for deserts because she doesn't drink water.
No,
She
I
would
don't-
help you.
I don't think it's that. I think you have to be able to find water in a desert. Like, what does it give that she survived and the person with her does?
No, listen, if the person gets dehydrated, they like collapse, right? Magda wouldn't. She would like grab them and take the bodies to the nearest oasis. And she's like, okay, help, help, help. This...
Maybe she can like carry their water as well and not drink.
See? Bestcompanions.com. Wait, what would be your survival skill?
My survival skill?
Yes.
Man, I don't know. Like, I genuinely don't know. I don't think I have I think I'm like a jack of all trades in general in life. Like, I can do everything okay, but I don't do anything like at an expert level. So like, if we get thrown into an environment where we don't know the language or something, I would
Be cooked.
No, I think
Cooked,
I would
sizzled,
find my way
salty
around.
and peppers. I can give you like a skill. You're like short, so wait, no. Hear me out. You're short people. You have a lot of advantages because you have less weight and you're short. You're much quicker and faster and more like, how to say, more like your maneuvers are very great, better than tall people.
I know my skill. Everybody's always saying like, "Are you not cold? Are you not cold?" And I'm like, "No."
Oh, that's
I would
true.
Survive in cold.
Yes.
I would thrive in cold. I would be like, "You're feeling cold," and we're like -20. Okay, if it's -30, I know a girl who's actually better than me. I was like freezing my ass off. Like maybe she had better clothes.
Where
She
were
was
you?
like from Italy, and I am from Latvia, and she was like, "Yeah, -35. This is great." And I
That
was like,
makes no sense.
"Nah, this is insane." But yeah, I was in north of Finland. But
Makes
in
sense.
general, I think I would survive because I was at one point living in like 30 degrees Celsius inside, like when I first moved to Netherlands, because it was so expensive to heat the house that I just was like, nah, I ain't doing that. So
That's
I just
so cold.
Yeah, exactly. So I was just like, sure, I was in 3 layers, but I survived.
Were you when you put the layers on like onions? But did you was it like okay for you? Was not like feet freezing or?
No, I was just.
Oh yeah, you
sleeping
survived in cold.
Yeah, I was literally sleeping in that temperature and everything. I survived. It's fine if you dress up.
I remember this one time. It was minus. I don't remember how much. It wasn't like crazy cold, but we were waiting you next to the sushi place. It was your birthday actually, and you came like in these short skirts and with some long socks because your mom said put some long socks or pants so you don't freeze to death. Otherwise, you would not put the socks on. And I'm like, what is this? What is this girl? Like, how do you survive? How you're not
Genuinely
feeling cold?
wasn't cold. Like I think after we were going to your house before the party, from the school to your house and then to the after party, and it was minus 15 at least, and I had no socks, just a skirt or a dress, and like after that I feel nothing. I was just like horrified. A hoe is never cold, you know, like.
We would be
it's
great
not the
survivors.
behavioral thing, it is how you feel inside, okay? I'm just not cold anymore. Genuinely, it's all about relativity. You have to experience a bigger cold, and then after that you're like, yeah, this is nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't work for me. I'm like so sensitive to cold. I don't like it at all.
See, you need me with you. I would like
Yeah,
warm you up with my butt.
Exactly, that's why bestcompanions.com, it would work. I would take Anya if I would go to Finland, north of the Finland. I would take Anya with me because I would totally freeze.
Yeah, actually, when you're looking for auroras during the night, and it's sometimes windy, and it's minus 30 degrees, that is insane.
Anya.
Yeah, we can
She
like
would help
do
you.
a thing where like our jackets are connected and my body heat is heating. We're back.
We're back with the boiling. We're still boiling the water.
Boiling.
We're still boiling it.
Removes bacteria, maybe even parasites, but it will not remove particles or certain type of chemicals
or smells or colors or you name it.
Smells and colors, girl.
Charcoal removes it.
Okay, so basically you need to filter for that, right? And you have different kinds of filters. You can make a natural filter if you're really desperate. Like this is like I don't have a filter at home, I have nothing, and then I go into the forest and I find a spring. You can actually make it from small stones, maybe even dirt. I've seen, like, we're gonna put a picture, but I've seen this beforehand where a guy was showing how to make like a natural filter, and you have to like layer more coarse materials to the more fine ones, and then pour the water through, and even if it's like dirt water, literally like dirty, out comes clear water. Again, just because it's clear does not mean it's drinkable. I'm gonna say this without clapping. Does not mean it's drinkable, okay? Because there's stuff you can't see. There could even be viruses, okay, in there. There could be anything. So you have to. All the pathogens. There's also filters, man-made filters that can filter parasites, bacteria, and stuff like that. So if you really want to be serious about preparing for the worst, buy them. They're gonna be so much better than what you can make. But if you can't, filter them through charcoal, stones, sand, and then you get clear, and then boil that, and it's as good as you're gonna get it. But if you can get an actual proper filter, then filter it through that. Depends on what the filter is made for, because there's filters that are made for like chemicals. There are filters that are made for particles, you know.
So it's different types.
So you should really look at what the filter you're buying does, but you don't have to buy a filter that filters bacteria. You just have to buy a filter that filters dirt, and then boil the water afterwards.
To kill all the pathogens, which is germs, in simple words.
So cotton, wool is fine, even though it absorbs water.
It apparently leaves wool. Talking about wool?
Yeah, like cotton, any natural fabric is actually fine. Silk also filters better because like pieces between are even smaller.
The pores.
And then don't use fake stuff, okay? Make sure you have at least one cotton shirt at home.
That's true. And you have to like fold it in layers though. You take the cotton, the fabric, and you have to fold it. So it's better, like filtrates the water. So it goes like multiple layers. Like there's the first layer.
Yes. So
it's better if you have
filtrate
only
through
that.
your natural thing and then filtrate through cloth, that's great. But yeah, don't filtrate it through stuff that is not natural, like polyester, because that's bad. Don't do that.
You're just gonna drink the water plus the microplastics and whatever also dyes the colors. So
yeah, and they may release actually chemicals into the water. There's something you don't want in there.
Yeah.
You don't want to make the water worse than it already is.
You're doing nothing basically. You're wasting time on it.
Stones, sand, charcoal, cloth, okay? That's how you can layer it. Activated charcoal though.
Yes. Can I talk about the charcoal? It was so cool reading about it.
You already talked about it.
No.
Go again.
It's about in general why charcoal and activated charcoal. It's like why it's better. It has when you activate the charcoal, the regular charcoal, the surface area has like not a lot of pores. So when you activate it, there's much more apparently the pores. It's like imagine the SpongeBob texture on it. So it's basically that. And what it does, it doesn't like absorb the bad things, it adsorbs them. And it's like the impurities, they stick on the surface. So there's this chemistry term, wonder walls. It's like this very, I can like demonstrate. It's very like this. That's how I felt when I read the theory about it. But it's like, give me your hand. But imagine you're super fragile, so we're just gonna lightly like touch you. I'm the water, you're the I'm the charcoal, you're the water, the dirty water, and we're like touching, and it's like, it's so slightly, gently touches the chemicals in the water. It's so gentle, the wonder walls.
My hand, you broke it.
No. So basically, it's crazy, the activated charcoal with its pores and how it works and how it filtrates, and wow, it's amazing. So keep that at home.
Activated charcoal. Keep activated charcoal.
You can keep the charcoal regular, but it's not that effective apparently. You can use it, but you have to use it much more than the activated charcoal.
There's also something called water purification tablets. So basically you drop them in and they purify the water, you know, probably remove stuff like bacteria. Again, if the water is literally the color of dirt,
just skip it.
just like filter it maybe first. But secondly, it's not great for long-term use. Like, you're not gonna die from it probably, but it doesn't taste great. So if you can get a filter, that's amazing. That's amazing. Like if you get a commercially good filter and then you boil the water afterwards, much better than those tablets, because like if you're on the go, sure, you can drink some water like that. But again, if you want to invest money in something, invest in activated charcoal.
Yep.
Or just proper filters.
Not toilet paper.
Not toilet paper.
Like in COVID times.
Ah! They want you to invest money in the toilet paper. The big toilet paper industry is creating scarcity. The big toilet paper is after us. Okay, there's also a lot of dumb advice out there, which you shouldn't fall for. So, for example, we already talked about straining through a cloth, which might help. But if someone tells you, yeah, just put it through a t-shirt, it's gonna be great, bro. No. Remember how I said even if spring water is like clear, there's still bacteria. The cloth will not protect you from that, okay? So, even if you're straining through a t-shirt, which you should make sure is natural, maybe boil it afterwards as well. Yeah. And the more you can strain, the more stuff you strain it through, the better it's gonna be, okay?
Yeah, there's just full-on third world countries with very special water that our have the special water that our first world countries, that's how you say it, right? All right, the first world countries cannot handle it very well. So yes. you know what will happen.
In a way that you talked about activated charcoal, someone said, take a charcoal out of a campfire, put it in there, like, that is not activated. It has to be it has to be activated, okay? So
turn it on.
If you just take charcoal out of a campfire that is just burnt wood, that's not activated charcoal, it's just charcoal. Okay, it will not do a lot.
Yeah, that's what she said.
By the way, if you think, I'll just add some salt, so squeeze some lemon in there, mix it up, that's gonna purify my water, you just made
salt
soup.
Lemon soup.
Bacterial soup.
Yeah, it's not.
We had this whole discussion of like, I had written, oh yeah, it's extra protein, and then these girls were like, no, bacteria doesn't have protein, parasites maybe do, and I was like, I don't know, I just thought it was funny, you know? And then apparently bacteria have protein.
Yeah, because I remember you said that about bacteria and protein, but I was like, if it's not protein, then what it is actually made of? It's not like, I don't know, fats and sugars. That's why I started writing to AI, chat, GPT, and I asked...
That's why we pulled out the book. We pulled out the book and we looked up.
And it says, yeah, bacteria is made of like multiple of proteins. Really? So I'm not like suggesting you should use it as your protein shake after the workouts. Like stick what you have, because then you have another survival challenge up your
Anyways,
hands.
also salt is actually kind of necessary to rehydrate. But like if you add too much salt, you're gonna dehydrate again. So
again, you will
be
have
careful
problems.
with that.
Yeah, it's not like the salt. I get it where the misconception comes from. It's like when you put the fish in like you put a lot of salt on the fish, then it's like kills all the bad things. But that's the thing. A lot of salt must be put in the water. The salt does not like sacrifice itself when it's killing the bacteria. It stays there.
Yes.
The same goes with the lemon. Yeah, then it would like make sense, you know. Then you would
for the
not...
cause, and salt is like running, and the bacteria is running, and they're like, choo, choo, choo. And then they both die in the end. Like, no, salt lives. Salt lives, and then you're gonna drink it, and you're gonna be like,
so dry,
dehydrated with dry lips.
Just like Ariana Grande. Jokes.
She's dehydrated.
She looks like
she looks like she's dehydrating every day. Actually.
Like, I don't usually look like at the celebrities. I don't care, but it was so much about Ariana Grande, how she looked, and like genuinely, it's like it's her life. But there's just a lot of people.
Hollywood is on Ozempic.
Oh yes.
But anyways, if it looks too easy, then it's probably not safe. You know, if someone is like, here's this miracle solution and it will require you to use your piss or something, like, no. That was just, okay, here's this miracle solution. It will require you to use something that's so easily accessible and everywhere, like, it's probably fake. You should filter your water and then boil it. Okay, that is the safest solution. And if you can't filter water with like normal filter, make your own filter, put it through a cloth, natural cloth as well, then boil it if you can. We're gonna teach how to do fire next time. No, we're not doing that. Allah.
Oh, whoops. Okay, just like
cut that out. Fire. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Fire. Where was that?
Avatar?
Yeah,
it is. But they have like actual elements: rock, water, air, earth. I think.
Yeah,
and then
how
was
the fuck does that? Rock, water, air,
fire.
That's water.
So
that's
wait,
air.
Air. So I'm earth. So who would beat?
Earth?
It's opposite element. So which one wins?
Fire.
And you melt the rock.
No, the rock.
The rock lives.
I have no idea. I think water beats rock.
In a way, I guess, yeah. It just like splashes and water. The rock stays.
Rock, paper, scissors makes sense by more.
Well, it's too advanced.
Do you have any concluding remarks?
Yes, we forgot to mention alcohol. Don't use that as well. It does not sacrifice it himself. You just make watery alcohol. And
you need a lot of alcohol, just like a lot of salt to disinfect something. Of course, you hear this stuff of like, in the medieval times, they used to drink wine instead of water because it was safer. Well, that stuff has gone through the fermenting process and a lot of things have died already. I don't think like adding a little bit of wine to your water is gonna help. And in the end, like if it's a lot of alcohol, it also dehydrates. You know why you have a hangover the next morning? Because you are dehydrated. If you drank like 3 cups of water before going to sleep, you would feel a lot better and like your head would possibly not hurt. So also, water needs to hydrate. If you're adding salt, if you're adding alcohol and all of these things, you're gonna dehydrate. You don't want that.
exactly. Just when you're using filtrations, when you're filtrating the water, use multiple different kinds of filtration methods for better and safer, cleaner water. And always boil it. Just wait when it's boiled and wait maybe like 1 minute and it's good. And then you can filtrate it.
Yes.
And charcoal is awesome. It's such an amazing lifesaver apparently. And you'll be fine.